Um, Hello guys. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yashovardhan Katika. I'm an AI engineer in Fusion Pack Technologies, and today I'll be presenting on the evaluation and debugging of AI agent systems. And let's understand about how to measure, trace, and improve the AI systems properly, and how to utilize AI agents to for the evaluation and debugging of the problems that we get in the applications. So sometimes we all know that we get so many kinds of errors and so many kinds of errors in the code, and also we try to troubleshoot those issues properly, but we couldn't be able to do that for some reasons, because AI agents are such a game changers that they change the whole code base in such a way that a user cannot trace the particular line, keep track of that particular line in a consistent way. So the here the AI agents themselves can act as a solution for this kind of things. So today I'll show you how to trace what an agent is actually doing, how to measure its intelligence, and how to debug when it goes something wrong. So let's first understand that how actually an AI agent works. So if we can see the diagram here, the agent works in a such a way that first the user gives the input and it goes to the knowledge base, and it plans according to the task structure, and it takes the actions after reasoning and according to the logical referencing, and how the decision tricks matters and everything. And it will use the tools that are like MCPs that are included in the agentic AI, and through that it will enhance the through that it will give the output which is uh, which is not that accurate, but it if the output is not accurate, the AI agent re-evaluates the whole process again to make the output better, and it increases the percentage of success rate uh, in a better margin. Okay, so this is how the AI agent works. So for now, let's look at the how agents like AI agents traces the logs and execute the steps. So AI agents particularly records every step that it makes. Like while it is making a development in the code or any kind of project, it traces out every line. I mean, if you give any prompt that regarding to any particular subtopic or a subtask, it immediately uh, takes the keywords and the scenario in a proper way, and by our inputs only, it will be able to think, and it can be reasoning, it can do the reasoning, and it can take the action. So our and as a user, our involvement, our inputs are very important to lead the AI into a right direction, to and we can able to solve the errors that we get in the project in a very better way. So why it is important? It helps in identifying the logic breaks. So whenever we, like as a user, when an AI agent builds any kind of any particular functionality, we certainly may not know the exact logic, right? So AI agent knows more perfectly than our understanding. So it helps the AI agent to get things better. I mean, error logs are important in such a way that the logic gets better while we develop something. And it also while this debugging and error solving happens, there's a proper reasoning for that. I mean, it'll give you a proper assistance and guidance, like why this error is popping up, and why and how it can be resolved. It will show you all the steps that could be required. So for an example, if you take a uh, if you want to book the tickets, so AI agent searches the vacancies, and it will pick up the it may pick up the wrong API, and it may get failed at some points. But checking out the logs and taking its time to process, and again validating these kind of these kind of logs could help an AI agent to learn the things better and reason about the topic in a better way. So for this, we have particular tools that are used in the background of an AI agent, where so these are also called as observability tools, where where they are running in the background of the AI agent, but they are very helpful for an AI agent to debug and trace the problems and to trace out the solution for the uh, particular ticket that is raised. So so there are key benefits for there are some key benefits of this particular observatory tools, where it can monitor the execution flow, like how the thing is executed in the code base, and how many and how at how many files that particular thing is used. And it also detects the bottlenecks. I mean, whenever you face some kind of any problematic code blocks or error blocks, it may find those kind of bottlenecks, how we like in our real life projects we are facing patentic errors and some kind of a DB errors, schema errors. So these kind of bottlenecks will be resolved by using these tools, and then it can analyze the issues in normal usability of agentic AI. AI agent uses the CLI, and also it uses the command prompt. It also uses kind of uh, um, some kind of we can say terminals to analyze the error by using bash commands and docker commands also. Um, So there are some key metrics for the evaluation of the error handling and evaluating the particular enhancement of a task. So here the success rate plays an important role. Like on every iteration of how AI agent works on the particular error handling, the success rate is increased. I mean, whenever you try to resolve any issue, so if it is an iteration process, then the success rate would increase upon each step. And latency. So AI agent also is particular about the time that is taken out, because a task a task may contain such a complexity that it may takes maybe 10 minutes or maybe 1 hour according to its complexity. So latency will also plays a major role in evaluation of this errors. And hallucin- um, hallucination rates. So whenever the AI agent like finds out any critical errors or incorrect or fabricated outputs, it may take a much more advanced thinking about the problem, and it will try to get the instances from the other AI models that are inside the MCP, and they try to fetch they use their knowledge bases for the resolution of the problem and tool accuracy. So like how we use Cursor, Claude, and other AI agents. Those particular applications may contain a different tool alignments. I mean, they might contain a different kinds of MCPs and different kinds of workflow strategies. So that differs from every product that we use. So tools play a very important role in error handling, because they may contain some kinds of noises in some applications and some kinds of betterments in some applications. Let's go to the next slide. The evaluation of this strategy to check if the agent is intelligent or not. We can trace it step by step by the reasoning. So by the metrics that we get from the AI agent are very important to maintain the consistency, uh, to know that the agent is working in a correct direction or not. So by this, the consistency between the multiple iterations could make the things simpler and better. And there is a rule that don't trust the output, trust the process. So whenever we run an AI agent to solve a solution, we try to the agent tries to follow a path. I mean, a particular path. It will try to follow a process rather than finding out a solution. For example, to find a solution, it may also give you a false, I mean, patch ups in between in your code, but that's not a right way. So AI agent, what it does is it will analyze the whole code base, and it will try to find out a path. I mean, it'll find out a particular way to find out the solution. So it may follow some steps. It may run some other scripts um, to let the process of being done and outputs get better through that. So we can, so for example, if we compare two agents solving the same task, like if let's take Claude on one side and Cursor on another side. If we give a same task, the accuracy between those particular agents could differ. So here the evaluation strategies may vary so between the agents. um, Next, here is a user flow diagram of how the user requests and how the outputs get better, and how it get into a process. So let's say if the user requests to do any kind of a task, then AI agents understands it into its cognitive memory, perception memory, and it will go to the actionable task. So perception, it has a multimodal functionality, like a camera, text, audio, sensors. So whenever you try to present any images, audio, or a text, whatever it is, it will analyze that particular thing. And cognition uh, cognition is nothing but the memory, that the RAM that is present. So whenever the cognition plays, the memory and the knowledge base gets used, and it will process the decision making according to that. And actions that are actionable things are those activities where AI agent performs the particular actions on the code base or on your task. So this may include a physical changing of a code base, and they may also include writing of logics, and taking the decisions according to that. Just a second. So let's come to the conclusion of this particular topic. The agent evaluation is critical for the production systems, but locally they are better to analyze and integrate. Debugging the things on the production could be a difficult task, but on the locally it is a very feasible. So monitoring of this observability tools could be helpful in agentic AI systems to trace out the issues, and to get resolve the errors and get a better solutions. And using the metrics, I mean, to keep track on the metrics, AI agents can perform better in resolving the things in a proper and a rightful flow. So the final insight of this particular topic is an AI agent is only as good as its ability to be measured in, and it can be improved. Thank you.